And well, before I mention this celebration, I want to mention that I used to live in California, and this is the flag. And where I lived is called NorCal, or North California, right over here in this area. I don't know if you can, let me see if I can get the light over here, right? So this is California, all of it. It's really big. I think it's about the size of Peru, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, it's very big. It's very diverse. There's mountain, there's coast, there's desert. It's very diverse. And over here in where you can see, I tried to zoom in a little. You can see here it says San Francisco. Around here, you can see also a few other cities. Where I lived is Palo Alto, and it's very close to San Francisco. Mostly people don't recognize this city, so I normally say I lived near San Francisco, which is this area, North California, the Bay Area, you can also say. And it's mostly known for university. Palo Alto is in, the University Stanford is in Palo Alto. Yes, and it's a very popular Ivy League university. So that is the part of the north of California. And then down in the south, I also had the opportunity to live in the south, maybe 2 years maximum. In South California, you can also say SoCal, which is basically known for Los Angeles and Hollywood, right? And also it's known for Disneyland in Anaheim. Anaheim is down in the south. And love it, beautiful. Not my favorite place, to be honest, Los Angeles. It's very different from North California. Since it's in the south, it's in a more desert region, and it gets very hot down there. So I prefer living up in the north, where it's a little more like, maybe I would say Lima or Trujillo weather, I would say. It does get pretty hot in California, I would say, kind of like Pura sometimes. But yeah, so I lived around here in this area, and something that people, it's not really talked about a lot, but I would like to mention today is the Native American culture. And before, as we see here in the slide, we know before settlers, before colonization, we had a lot of Native American land everywhere, no? And in particularly, California was inhabited by 300,000 Native Americans, all different types of, as you can see, it's divided here. And one in particular that I remember was the Ohlone tribe. And I can't see their territory here, but I remember even going to a school that was called Ohlone. Excuse me. And so, yes, we're going to talk a little bit about this culture today, Native American culture, and the celebration that is done all around the US. And I've posted here this link because this is just history about California in case someone is interested. I'm going to share this link in the chat. It's the Library of Congress. So I'm pretty sure you could also explore and find out other information. This is in case you really like history, find out a little more about Californian culture, how did we get there and reasons why. So that is just extra in case you'd like to do that. And the celebration we're going to talk about today is called the powwow. And we're going to watch a video specifically from Stanford. Remember that Stanford is in Palo Alto. It's a university. It's very big. And this is a powwow is a type of celebration of tribes. They come together and they socialize, they catch up. They are in this video. You'll see maybe some of their we could say their art that they create also. So I'm going to share here. Let's see if we can watch this video. Let me just check here. I'm going to share the link. Here we go. As you can see, that was the page I shared. This is the page I shared in the chat in case you like history. It's a really interesting page. It has a lot of information. Oh, we'll be doing that Kahoot later, possibly if we have time. And let's watch this video. Let me see here. I'm going to share the audio and we're going to see what it's about. Okay, let's see. I'll turn off my camera so that you'll see the video better.
Stanford University.
Powwows are a pan-indigenous sort of like cultural celebration, a coming together of nations, and our particular powwow has been going on for 42 years, and we try our best to really just showcase different aspects of our sort of pan-indigenous culture here on campus. It's run by about 40 students. The fact that we could even just bring it to the area and share the powwow culture with other Stanford students in the local community is just really great for all of us.
I get to bring a part of my culture and share it with my friends and my professors. Because it's such a large event and it's open to the public, I feel like I get to show people Native American culture. It helps me feel represented as a Native American.
Okay, great. So I hope everyone was able to see it. As you can see, it starts off showing the Stanford campus. That's the university. And it showcases a lot of Native American indigenous, right, music, celebration, dance. I was able to go to one. I'm not exactly sure what year it was. It was a very long time ago. But being there and feeling all of the music in the air, all of the you can hear their singing. It's very powerful to me, and so it's something that stuck with me. And I thought it was amazing to me. And if you ever have the opportunity to visit, I definitely recommend to look into or go into a powwow, right? So let me see if I can share the link. This is the link of the university celebration, right? Because there's also around the US other places. So if you don't go to California, you can maybe go to another one. In New Mexico, for example, there's one also. So it's really open to a lot of areas in the US. So that's what I would like to share today. This celebration that is not really talked about too much, but is really great and incredible if you are able to join it. And we'll also be sharing our own celebrations in a moment. But before that, let's talk about maybe a few that are more well-known. Yes, I see that we have a few more people connected. So we'll be able to play this Kahoot really quickly. There's only 9 questions we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to share the Kahoot link over in the chat. I'm sure we've all played Kahoot, right, in class?
Yeah.
Okay, let me share here the link. Just give it a second to load. And okay, I'm going to share this right here. And I also shared the pin just in case. I'll wait a second for everyone to connect to this Kahoot. Talking about general holidays, celebrations now in the US, right, in North America. Okay, great, Celia. Connected. All right, we'll wait a second for everyone else.
Nancy.
Nancy. Oh, hello, Nancy.
Hello, my dear friends. So I am very sorry because I don't have much time, but I could like to participate in this speaking club. I don't know what is it, how is it, but I'm enjoying.
Yeah, thank you, Nancy, for being here.
Great, Nancy. It's great. Great to see you again. Well, it's great to hear you again. All right, we'll wait a second for others to connect to the Kahoot.
Yeah, what about Araceli, Carmen, David, Fresia, Isabel, Maribel?
Okay.
There you go. Patty. Yes, remember that you can go, you can do it in, you can use it in your cell phones, right? Go to kahoot.it and just enter the pin, and that's it.
I see someone named Ara. I think that's Araceli.
Ah, Araceli.
Could be. Maria, great. Yeah, awesome. Gonna switch over a little, okay. And we'll start maybe in a minute, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
And, you know, during the game, if you are still connecting, no problem. You can always connect at any time. Is the screen right? Let me just check. Great.
Okay, I guess we can get started.
All right, let's get started. So these are all different celebrations. A lot of them are popular celebrations. Maybe other ones, maybe one is new to you. We'll see. Okay, so the first one, right? We choose the color we think is the correct option. When is this holiday?
Oops.
Oh no, Celia.
I didn't see the other color.
December 25th. Although, you know, technically for us, we like to celebrate on December 24th. I love to celebrate on or Christmas Eve, right?
Exactly.
But in the US, it's a custom to celebrate on the 25th. People don't really celebrate the 24th, which to me is, you know, oh no, what happened to that? I don't know. It's very weird for me. Hilda and Nancy, awesome. All right, next holiday, let's see. Right, July 4th, American Independence Day, right? Or the US independence. So July 4th is the independence, but really from what I've learned recently is that not everyone realized we were independent, that we were an independent nation. So a lot of people there's been a lot of controversy with this date, but no, to a lot of people, it still is, you know, the Independence Day. Awesome, we got that. Hilda is doing really well, number one. When is this holiday? Right. March 17th, right? St. Patrick's. Hilton's on fire. Great. Now we have a similar question to this. Where did this holiday originate? The St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. Where did it originate from? Yes, Ireland. It originated in Ireland. It's an Irish holiday, and well, it's now celebrated also in North America and in some other places where there's a lot of Irish immigrants. It's a really fun holiday to share with our students. If you haven't, try it out. It's nice to teach them something different. Wow, Celia, good jump. All right, we got a few more questions. When is this holiday? Right, October 31st. That was really quick. Halloween. Actually, in Peru, I noticed some people don't like to celebrate it because we have a different celebration in Peru, right? I think we have the majority of us all Peruvians. Maybe there's someone from a different place, but we celebrate here Peruvian Creole Song Day, right? No, canción criolla. Okay,
Yeah.
good. That's what we celebrate in Peru. When is this holiday? Next one. Right. Wow, everyone got that one. February 14th. Valentine's. And in Peru, they also kind of changed the name, right? It's Dia de la
Amistad.
De la Amistad, right? So they kind of make it about friendship more, which is nice. Nice to see that. It's mostly a romantic holiday in North America, but I like that. That's more for friends also. What is a common gift on this holiday? Roses, chocolate, jewelry, all of the above. Okay, all of the options. Oh, roses. Yeah, sure. I don't know, but I think also chocolate is pretty popular. Okay, great. Celia's on fire. Okay, we got two more. The Macy's Day Parade is the biggest in the US. When is it? The Macy's Day Parade. It's been shown in a few movies. Thanksgiving, right? So this is a parade that happens on Thanksgiving, right?
Oh.
Yes, it's been in a few movies, and
Yeah, I've seen it in some movies.
yeah, as you see here that we have this giant balloon. That's what they do. They create these giant balloons, and they go all around New York. If I'm not mistaken, it's New York. I'm pretty sure. Precia, awesome. On fire. Last question. We're going to stop at number 9.
Okay.
Remember this picture. When is this holiday observed today? Awesome. So this is a representation of Thanksgiving, and it's celebrated the 4th Thursday. I see some people put the 3rd, some people put the 2nd. Close, it is actually the 4th Thursday of every November, right? So this is an image of the pilgrims with the Native American tribes. And maybe that picture might be a little incorrect to what really happened. Okay, Hilda, awesome. Let's stop here. We're gonna end the quiz here. Awesome, you guys. Now, I'm just gonna zoom a little faster. Great job, Hilda, Precia, and Celia, number 3. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for participating. Okay, you guys, so we just saw a few of those celebrations. Now, apart from what I mentioned here of the powwow. And I hope you guys are thinking now of something that you celebrate in your cities or countries. We're gonna go back to the PowerPoint. And here we're gonna share now about us. So we're going to answer these questions here below. It says, what are some things that define a culture? For example, music, language. How about a different person read for me the other questions? Let's have someone else read. Who can read? What about Fresia? Can you read the other questions, please?
I have to read the first one.
Here, number 2.
Number 2, okay. What do you think is interesting about your culture?
And continue.
Do you know much about your own culture? When people from other countries think about your culture, what do they usually think of?
Great, awesome, thank you, Fresia. So we're gonna discuss in the breakout rooms these questions, right? About our culture. Maybe we're from Peru, we can talk about that, or maybe from Ecuador, from Mexico. Let's share now what is usually known about our culture. And then after we finish discussing these questions, we're going to share a picture of a festival that is celebrated in your city or country in this Padlet I've created here. So I'm going to open here this Padlet. Let me open the Padlet. I'm gonna open the window so you see. And I've already added my picture here. As you can see, I put the powwow, a celebration of Northern American indigenous culture. So here's the picture to represent the powwow. That's all you have to do is put a little picture, maybe a little caption, a small description. That's enough for us in the Padlet. And don't forget your name. Don't forget your name, right? So I put my name here. I'm gonna add my name also. I expect to see, how many are we? We are 14, 12, right? 13. Even Celia will share a celebration, right? Great. So everyone should have here. Okay. All right. Okay. So let me see, Celia. How are we going to maybe give them a moment to take a picture of the questions?
Yeah, sure. Or maybe did you send the link to the Padlet or not yet?
Oh no, you're right. Let me send the link.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh no, I opened my email. Excuse me if something appears. I'm gonna close that. Okay. All right. Here we go. Festivals. Okay, yeah. So if you can put the questions there, even better.
Yeah. So can you show the questions for a second?
Yes. Can you see it okay?
Yeah, let me see. Okay, the questions are on the Padlet now.
Fantastic. Thank you, Celia. There it is. Awesome. So the questions are here in case you need to look at them again. And we'll enter in the breakout rooms, right? Maybe we'll be in 2s or 3s.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so right now what we are doing is we are going to go to the breakout rooms and discuss the questions that are on the Padlet. And on the Padlet, do they need to add something, Sonia?
Add a photo. Yes, add a picture of a festival or celebration that is traditional in their city, country.
Okay, yeah. So remember the option of sharing the screen is available. Yes, so if you need to share the screen, you can do it.
In the breakout room.
In the breakout rooms, yes. Okay, so let's go to the breakout rooms. Yeah, what about 3 to 4 people? Yeah, 3 to 4 people, I guess is fine. So how much time will they have?
10 minutes?
10? Yeah, sure. It's fine. So let's go to the breakout rooms. Don't forget to activate your microphones and talk, right? Because that is the idea, that we can share some ideas here. So let's go.
You say it's a
You were
speaking
sharing.
club. It's a speaking club. So
Yeah, sure.
the main objective is that we can apply our skills in speaking.
Yeah,
So,
that's correct. I mean,
Yeah.
you need to take advantage of this club because the idea is
Yeah.
that you speak.
Yeah. So,
I know there are some shy people who don't want to talk, but yeah. Okay, nice. Nancy was also sharing La Mama Negra, right? A celebration in Ecuador to get rid of
yes.
the evil spirits. That's
Yes.
an interesting celebration.
Okay, that's the correct word. Okay. To keep away the evil spirits.
Yeah, I didn't remember in that moment. I just remember now.
Awesome. Let's discuss the questions that we had, right? So we're going to, let's go to question 2. What do you think is interesting about your culture? Right, so the first question, something that we've kind of already discussed, some things that define our culture: music, language, traditions, customs, celebrations. There are many things, food, that can define culture. Let's go to the second one. What is interesting about your culture? Celia, how about you choose a person?
Okay, what about, I don't know, Maribel? Maribel, can you activate your microphone and tell us something that you consider interesting about your culture?
Okay, yes. I was talking about Nazca, Ica. Yes. I can say, I think the most important festival in Nazca is the celebration of the Virgen de Guadalupe. It's in September. There are many people, believers, no? It lasted the first from the 1 to 6 September last. There are many, yes, there are many people, visitors. There are many people in the street. People sell food, typical food of Nazca. For example, ponche. It's a very delicious hot drink. ¿Qué más? Bufo. It's a typical food. Bufo, yes. The people sell in the squares. Also, bingo is play. There are great prizes. It's a tradition to play bingo here in Nazca, especially in this celebration. No, schools presents his performance. Yes, yeah, it's beautiful in these times. All the people is in the street until midnight and more. Yes, I like it. Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome. Thanks, Maribel. Nazca.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Sonia, so another question?
Okay, all right. Next question would be, do you know much about your own culture? you know much about your own culture? And I saw a lot of great discussions about this question. You know, talking about, I think it was, maybe it was Shirley's group. I remember they were discussing that traveling helps understand more, you know, our culture, our country, no? I think that was in their group. So who could share? What do you think, Celia?
Yeah, I don't know. Any volunteer? Maybe Shirley.
Okay.
Hi, good morning.
Okay.
Okay, let's go ahead with Leonardo and then Shirley. Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry for I'm late, but I was listening to you about the culture of our country. This is true.
Yeah, we were talking about culture.
Okay. Okay, I'm from Arequipa, and this month is our anniversary, specifically on August the 15th. Okay, this is our month of anniversary. And well, my city is known by the white city. Yeah. We have an awesome, an impressive, an amazing volcano at the end of the city. You can see it. Okay. Its name is Misty.
Misty.
Yeah, the Misty volcano. We have a wonderful main square at the Arequipa's Historical Center. Okay, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And monuments and museums you have to visit in this month, but for the pandemic, it's not possible maybe, but in other times, maybe later, you can visit Arequipa. It's so amazing. Okay. What else? The countryside is beautiful too. The countryside of Arequipa is beautiful. Other touristic attractions are the Colca Canyon. Yeah. What else? It's food. It's very delicious. Okay. Rocoto relleno, pastel de papa, americano, and obviously it's typical drink like chicha de jora. Okay, this is my city, Arequipa, the white city.
The white city, right? Yes. Awesome.
I also have family in Arequipa. They always tell me I need to get my passport to visit Arequipa. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Leonardo.
Thank you much.
Thank you. Let's continue with Shirley.
I was sharing in my group that I would like to know more about my culture because now I know the culture of my country, obviously, but I would like to know it in a deep way. Yeah, because I don't know it in a deepest way, because I think it should be a purpose that everyone has to involve, because this is the way how we represent our country in a best way, when we know about our own culture, but in a deepest way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, because sometimes we know more about other cultures than our own culture.
Definitely important, to also when we're in class, try to use that information. It's it's the first thing I think we should talk about, our own culture in classes. I agree. Awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. And our last question before we go today is, when people from other countries think about your culture, what do they usually think of? Okay. So what do they usually think of? If you haven't participated, you could also write in the chat, and I'll be reading some options, some answers there. Angela has her hand up. Awesome.
Oh, hi. Okay, I live in a small department in Colombia, which is the department of Quindío. Our
Okay.
culture is based on coffee. So I think, I don't know, but I hope that people, when people think about my culture, I hope they think in coffee. We live
Definitely.
in a coffee culture, and we have a lot of mountains, and our geography is very important for our product. And today the culture of the coffee culture has evolved in special coffees. So I don't know, this have attract a lot of tourism around this around this culture, and I think that people think in coffee when think in my culture.
Yeah, Colombian coffee.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
correct.
you for sharing. Actually, yes, that was the first thing. My friend went to visit, and I told him, please bring me back coffee. I need
And
coffee.
I invite you to my department, which is, I have, as I said before, very small, but full of culture, full of mountains and landscapes. Oh, awesome. You can come to visit us.
Awesome.
Yes, we're
Eh,
definitely going.
yeah, we want to travel when the
We
pandemic
love travel.
finishes.
Yeah.
Nice. And I've heard that some people call the coffee tintos.
Yes, tinto. Tinto is the
Tin-
word to, yes. And it's a big contradiction because I love my coffee culture, but I really don't like to drink coffee. As I
oh,
mean, I know it's very disappointing, but it's the truth. But I love
Oh,
my coffee culture, indeed.
yeah. I love coffee. I have to drink coffee every morning.
Almost everybody, I
Me
don't
too, I
know.
like
I feel
coffee.
very
Okay.
ashamed.
Very strong coffee, like a tinto, as Celia say.
I
Yeah,
know, I know.
strong coffee in the
right,
morning.
Nancy. Yes, I like black,
Awesome.
no sugar coffee. I love it.
Nice, Angela. And Nancy also likes coffee.
Thank you.
And finally, maybe Fresia, you can tell us a bit about your.
Eh, Well, I think that when people talk about uh, Peruvian culture, they think like Machu Picchu is the place where we live, or is in Lima. Machu Picchu is in Lima, and all we have llamas, and all of them relate Peruvians with Incas, the Incas culture. And especially when people talk about Piura, because I am from Piura, I think that they have the idea that we are, I don't know how do you say, like they are shown in the TV.
Like we wear ponchos and that stuff, right?
Yes, like los paisanitos que salen en TV,
Yeah.
and it's true that there are people like that, but we know that as el Bajo Piura, we have Bajo Piura, Medio Piura, Alto Piura, you know, and that is because the geographic ubication or location, not because of the status, no, it's because of the ubication.
Yeah, it's like a cultural thing, right?
Yes, but well, I think that no more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when I traveled to Canada, yeah, they told me, "Do you wear jeans? Why are you wearing jeans?" Yeah, it was very funny. And I showed them a picture of my house, and that's your house. You don't live in
Yeah,
like cottages and that stuff.
yes,
Yeah,
it's
they
true.
have a very weird perspective of the way we live in Peru.
It's not only in Peru, they also think the same about maybe Africa and other
Yeah.
countries like this. And well, it's kind of funny because I remember when I was studying before, we would only talk about the Incas. And then I came here to Peru and I learned about, oh, there's more to the Incas. There's Nazca, there's the city in Caral. I think it's the oldest city. I learned so much just visiting these places. And it's a shame that they don't share a bit more of that, no? Right? And
Yeah.
well, I'm looking at the pictures that I see here in Padlet. Also, I see the picture that there's a picture of what Nancy was talking about, La Mama Negra, right?
Yeah, here it is.
Yes. Also, some other things about
Ecuador first cry of independence.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. So, well, I also mentioned the powwow, and as we talk a lot about American culture, but sometimes I think as teachers we need to remember that America, as United States and specific North America, has a lot of Native American culture still, and it's important also to talk about Native American culture when we talk to our students about North America. So it's something to consider when we are doing our classes. I see Judith has her hand up. Let's finish with Judith. Would you like to share something with us?
Good morning. I want to express this. I am from the place where the legend mentioned that Inca Empire was born in this place. I'm from Puno, exactly Lake Titicaca. I live near Lake Titicaca.
Wow.
In this, I consider this place so beautiful and amazing place in which I say Almighty God gave me the opportunity to was born, or in this case, to be part of this fantastic place. In Puno, understanding, as you mentioned, what is culture, I think that culture not only refers what we have in this place, dances, no. I think that we need to take into account about the knowledge, about experience, beliefs, values, attitudes, meanings, religions, and many other concepts that we need to know about the culture, and also can give us opportunity to be more intercultural. And I think that this gave us in Puno to have the opportunity to be visited by many people around the world. I think that the people who came to Puno until the pandemic, I think that was especially for the dances. We have a lot of dances here, and I think that is the most known in Peru and in all around the world. No? But I consider that if we have the opportunity to visit Puno, I think that you are going to know people who works really hard a lot, and I think I have the opportunity to know people, loyal people. That's why I want to mention, and I think that all of this make part of Puno. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Edith. Yeah, that's correct. Knowing about a culture goes beyond, right? Knowing some typical things, that's correct. Awesome.
Yeah. I see that Shirley also shared a comment saying that we study profoundly English culture, and we should also use our own culture in English classes.
Yeah,
that's something that we don't go to first, right? Maybe we look for videos of New York, or we look for Hollywood, I don't know.
Yeah.
Our culture in English. I think that is something I need to work on too.
Yeah, that's correct.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome, you guys. It's been an awesome speaking club with everyone. How about we take a final photo in